Hey, great day to you all. I hope that today you all woke up super grateful to be alive. Again, another day in this experience. And I really hope and pray that you guys have told yourself all of the amazing things that you need to tell yourself. All right? Like you're amazing, you're strong, you're capable, you're beautiful, you're outgoing, you're smart, you're courageous, and you're ready for the world. You know, it's really, really important to do that for yourself when others are not doing it for you. Because you shouldn't have to depend on anybody to fuel you the way that you need to be fueled. So, if all goes well today on this live, I'm going to have somebody jump on and join the live after. She's very interested in getting some answers. So I invited her to hop on the live with me today. So basically, I'm just she knows I'm live, and I'm gonna wait to see if she hops on with us. So all she's got to do is come live, and it'll be all good. So, guys, I hope you guys got the testimonial video of how impactful sitting down with me one-on-one is. Even for somebody that has known me since I was 16 years old. I really hope that you guys all witnessed the actual breakthrough. So, guys, you know, a special shout out also right now. Can't even jump to conclusions. Whoa. I don't know what that was that popped on my computer. But anyway, I'm hoping that she's going to come on and join us. But in the meantime, a special shout out to Irina. Irina Portnova, I can't thank you enough for the invitation that you sent me to be a part of the training today with the WPN, the Women's Prosperity Network. I was totally blown away by Trish Carr and everything that the WPN had to offer today for the training. And I will be jumping on to tomorrow's training as well. So, I can't thank you enough. That will have me totally prepped and prepared for the summit next week. And guys, anybody who hasn't registered for the summit, come on out and register for the summit. Literally. Because it's a breakthrough summit, yes. But Tobi's breaking through. All right? Guys, be clear about the things that you want. Always. Clarity is key. Understand that you don't have to tackle everything at once. Everything's a process. So, little steps, little baby steps to acquire whatever it is that you want. And you'll acquire it. But let's say you had a destination to reach. Okay? So let's say you're driving for a distance from, let's say, Montreal to Toronto. Well, you're not going to get halfway there and say, I just don't feel like finishing the trip. No, you got to keep going. So it's the same thing with your goals in life. You can't give up on yourself. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks, says, does outside of you. It only matters about the clarity of what your heart's desires are. And the universe will always work in your favor. What do I mean? Since I decided to step into the speaking world, the universe has delivered everything I needed to get myself out there in a matter of weeks. But I couldn't get clear before that. I didn't know whether I wanted to coach. I didn't know whether I wanted to energy heal. I didn't know whether I just wanted to heal people. I didn't know whether I wanted to use whatever skills I've acquired up until this point. I didn't know how I wanted to monetize that for myself. I really didn't. Because my sea of knowledge is vast, especially tapped into the all-knowing. And knowing that I can make absolutely anything possible by speaking it into existence alone? Well, what is it that I exactly wanted to do? Well, my biggest strength is getting through to people, no matter what circumstance, situation, or scenario they're living. I can assist with a mind shift with anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, what credentials you have beside your name. I can shift your brain. I know that. The things that I make happen for others are life-changing. And that's why I am who I am. The enlightenment that I bring to people, because of the knowing that I have, is life-altering. It's life-changing. I know that. So I'm wondering if she's going to hop on with us today. But if she doesn't end up finding her way over to the live, well, then maybe it'll happen another day. But I had just hopped onto her live on TikTok, and she had said that she wanted to talk to me one-on-one. And I told her, no problem, let's go. I'm hopping on. So if she wants to, it's going to be an open session for everybody to really see what it is in me answering questions on the spot, spontaneously. So I'm hoping and praying that she hops on. So what I am going to do is I am going to try to hold on here.
What y'all looking at me for? It ain't my fault every time.
Okay, I don't know why. There we go. So now let me go and see if I can get into the lives and see if she's going to come and hop on.
No answer after the first fucking time. You don't keep on fucking yelling
okay,
at me.
I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Well, look. If for some reason she's not going to come on, I am going to... Let me see. Yes, she's live. So let me go on to her live. Let me see here.
Say hi, TikTok. Say hi, TikTok. Bye. Goodbye.
I am live on Facebook, waiting for you to join. All right, so I just let her know that I am live on Facebook and that I am waiting for her to join. So let's see if she actually... Okay, she seems to be busy.
Know this song?
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to continue with the live because I guess she's busy. Anyway, she had asked me to come on to answer some spiritual questions. She saw the live. So I just reached out. And if she hops on, well, then she will. If not, that's okay too. But, guys, look, I want you guys to understand something. Any limits that you may have, you set them for yourself. Anything that you believe that is impossible for you will be. So, I want you guys to make a shift that everything is possible. And that no matter what's going on in your life, you can change it at all times. You see, it's not the things that we have to live, or the circumstances, or the situations, or the interactions that affect us more than our own individual perception of things and the way that we see it and process it according to what we believe to be true about our own beings. Okay? Now, if you do not feel crushed by life, nothing outside of you can crush you. If you have an embedded love for life, well, within that, you must find a love for yourself that empowers you. Because it's through finding the love of your being and using your full force of your being that you make all possible anyway. Okay? So, as I see on her live right now, I guess that she won't be joining. So, you know what? I will shut that down. And I will continue. This is why I hopped on live. Because she had really wanted to get some questions answered. Spiritual questions. But I guess she got too caught up in her TikTok life. But that's okay. When she needs the answers, she'll reach out. I firmly believe that. Maybe her soul's not ready. And it's her subconscious brain that is making sure she doesn't come for the answers. Because that's what happens and people don't realize it, eh? Initially, what your heart wants, your brain is going to talk you out of. Unless you correct it. And this is what happened with the testimonial video yesterday. I have the proof in the pudding. I had asked my friend, who has known me since 16, if he would do a testimonial video as to what I'm capable of doing. You know? Because everybody wants a testimonial. Well, he said initially, yes, I want to do it. And then his brain, as soon as I put the camera up and I said, all right, let's do it. I have the actual initial video of him going, no, don't do this to me. And I closed the video. I have all of it. So not only do I have the video after I had overridden his brain processes, because what happened was this: his heart's desire initially was yes. But by the time the energy flowed to his brain, it was a different story. And this is what happens to us all if you are not in control of what your brain is doing. It happens to every single person. This is why it's so important to stay in your heart space no matter what. Do not allow your brain to override your heart's truest desires, because it will. Automatically. If they are not congruent, if they're not parallel to each other, your brain is going to say, I'm going to do what's easiest for you, and you're not going to do it. And that's why our brains talk us out of anything that is good for us half the time, because it's so used to doing what's easiest for you and for the energy of your being. Well, your brain doesn't always know what's best, because it's always operating from experience and stored memories within it. So you can't operate from your brain state. If you want serious changes, you have to go to your heart. And from that point, you have to stay there and listen to it. And do not allow your brain to override what your heart already knows. Okay? It just happened. Somebody asked me to come out here and go one-on-one with them on a live because they wanted answers. I said, sure. I came out here. What happened to her? Her brain took her somewhere else, kept her distracted from what her heart desired. Factually. Bruno Gill, get that shit, Queen. I love you, Bruno. But, honestly, that's what happens to us. And people don't even realize it. Being in the true power of your being and the power of what's possible for you is to stay in your heart. Your head operates automatically from stored memories and emotions of your experience. It's a wrong place to be. All of your logical thinking, your ideas, your everything comes from the stored experience of your life. Well, if you're going to play in your brain and create from your brain and your experience, all you're creating is more of the same thing. You cannot do that to yourself unless you expect to produce the same results that you have all your life. This is why I say I'm not the same person that everybody knew all my life. I operated before from a place of my brain, from my experience, and the totality of it. I no longer function like that anymore. I'm soul-led and heart-governed. That's how I like to put it. Because nothing governs me other than the fuel and the spirit of what's given me life. And my decisions are governed from my heart alone. It will give me two feelings. Those are the only processing feelings that I need to make my choices from. There's no thinking required there. It's going to give you a feeling of wellness, number one, if it's right for you. It's going to expand your being. It's going to make you feel good. Or it's not. You're going to constrict. You're going to back away. You're going to not feel right. Those are the two true answers. That's all you need. You don't need to mind play yourself. Or like I say, mind fuck yourself. Because that's what I call it. Because your mind will distract you from what your heart wants. Because that's what's easiest for you to do. Your mind will tell you not to do it. Because that's what's easiest for you. Your mind is going to tell you that you're not enough. That you're not capable, because that is what's easiest for you. So, what I want to know, is it your brain that's forcing you to fuel all of your thoughts, your ideas, your decisions, or is it your heart? Your brain has a job to do already. And that's to run all of its functions automatically. Just like we breathe automatically, just like we digest, we have functions and organs and hormonal releases and neurotransmitters and receptors and all kinds of stuff going on in your body that if you were in control of it, you'd be dead. Literally. Because you wouldn't be able to manage all of your body's functions. Literally. So, are you in control of what your brain is doing? Are you in control of the ideas, thoughts, speech, and actions that you produce on a daily basis? Or is your brain governing that for you? Until the shift is made and until you really realize how your brain is controlling everything you're doing, you're going to want to take the control back. Literally. I highly suggest you guys all take a look at how you function as an individual. Literally. Is your brain running the game for you, or are you running your brain? Because a lot of people say, it's impossible. My brain just works. Guess what? I'm living proof that it's possible to override what your brain is telling you. I say it all the time. Should I stay in my brain? It's not a nice place to be. That's why I stay in my heart space. I do not govern my future from my past. And if you stay in your brain, you're governing your future from everything that's stored in it. I don't do that. That's what gives me the ability to feel in a lot more than the average person does. I operate from my brain. I operate from my energy. I operate from that point. Not the physical, not the brain experience, but I have nothing left stored in there that's hurting me. You see, that's the difference. I did the brain work. Going, okay, what is in here stored? Let me open it up, dissect it, see what's stopping me from getting the most out of my life. Did that for years to correct it all. Because I've had years of trauma, years of pain, years of suffering, years of all kinds of stuff. There was nothing ever good in my life. Literally. So all of that was stored in my brain. And that's where I operated from on a daily. All my thoughts came from there. All my ideas came from there. Well, so did the self-hate, the self-shame, the self-blame, the self-denial, the self-lack of validation. Hey, listen. But you can rewrite all of that. I have. So can you. It's a mere choice. It all starts with a choice. Because it's been a choice to let yourself get to the point that you have. Oh, no, it hasn't been. So, lack of self-accountability. It is only you and your choices that have gotten you to where you are. Whether you're great, sick, diseased, or thriving, it's all been choices, nothing else. No situation, circumstance, or scenario. It is all choices. How do I like to look at life? It's an experience of mere choice. Literally. It's all good, though. Because it's through experience that we acquire skills and the know-how. We're not supposed to get stuck in any experience that we've lived or in the emotions of it. And we're not supposed to be living in a way that we are surviving anything. Literally. We mismanage our thoughts, we mismanage our power, we mismanage our beings by choice alone. That's not cool. But it's all good. Because from that point of realizing that's how you function, then you can change it. If you do not accept the choices that you've made for yourself, you cannot make better ones. It's all a part of the process. Yeah, you have to see it, accept it, in order to be able to change it. Well, I guess the special guest today bailed after she had requested to, but that's what happens. The brain will distract you and will distort what you're feeling and disrupt your truest heart's desires to do what's easiest for you. Well, what do I encourage you to do? Kick off that door and say, no. I'm here to operate my brain. Literally. Don't keep your brain's door locked. Kick it off and find out what's in there. Literally. That's what I had to do. Couldn't figure out why I could never feel good. Or why I couldn't get the most out of life. Well, it was my brain doing it to me. Thank goodness the corrections are made. Anyways, guys, okay, so I guess I won't call her out because I don't want her to feel any shame, but I hopped out here on the live intentionally because somebody had asked me to do a little one-on-one with me. I'm up and open for it anytime. So guys, here, anybody who wants messages, answers, anything, what I invite you today to do is schedule some time with me. And I will openly, with an audience if needed, if that's what you'd like, to do open one-on-one sessions with people. Literally. To let the world see the immediate change and those eureka moments when the lights go on in somebody. Because that is priceless, and that's my biggest pay, is when somebody's lights go on after they've been off for so long. That is my biggest excitement and my biggest thrill of doing what I do, is seeing somebody come alive again. Right? So I won't call her out. I send you love anyway, because I'm sure you'll catch this on a replay. And to the one that asked me to do a one-on-one, hey, you really missed out on a great opportunity today, but we will have another one in the future. I guess your soul's not ready for it. Or your brain, whichever one. Or maybe your soul was ready, but your brain shut you down. And this is what happens with everybody until they push past that. Well, I'm super blessed to assist anybody to push past all of their limitations and their beliefs. Because when I show them what is truly possible and how much they're functioning from a state of an automatic functioning system, people immediately get interested on how to take their control back. Because you should be the fueling force behind that operating system and not the other way around. It works for you. You don't work for it. Your body, your brain is supposed to work for you, not the other way around. Guys, I love you all. Get the most out of your day. I have had a full day of learning. Another shout out again to Irina Portnova for the invitation to the Women's Prosperity Network today. That was essential for my growth and my learning. Totally amazing. Totally amazing network of women. I encourage all of you women out there, no matter what stream of business that you're in or what you're doing, reach out to the Women's Prosperity Network. Become a member, because the learning that's involved with that is huge. Huge. And I can't thank Irina enough for opening that door for me. Literally. Guys, I love you all. Get the most out of your day. Okay, and the most out of your weekend. And have a great one. I love you all. Peace.